Hey all, here OS Reviews. In this video, we're taking a quick look at the Veger X5. This is a kind of interesting multifunctional power bank slash wallet combo that is primarily designed for iOS devices and iPhones. It has Magsafe compatibility for Qi wireless charging up to 15 watts, and then 20 watt using the Type-C wired port. And more importantly, there is an Apple Find My chip inside. So if you lose the power bank slash wallet, you're able to find it on a map, as well as trigger an alarm at 65 decibels. So it will ring if it's fallen underneath a sofa, for example, to more easily locate it. There's also a kickstand built on in, so you can use it for watching back media without holding the phone in your hands. Really, it's trying to combine some of the features we've seen in past products, including, again, wireless charging power banks with a built-in kickstand, but this time around also having capabilities found in some of the slim, modern wallets that we also covered in the past. This is going to be a product that you can find on Kickstarter. It's selling for around 50 bucks. Which is not bad considering all the features that you're getting into one. It also claims to be made of alloy materials for the credit card holder part. That's going to be RFID safe. That claims to block the signal transmission, preventing thieves from skimming your credit card data if they are within close enough proximity to the wallet. Perhaps the only slight con is it's really designed only for iOS devices and iPhones. You can't really get the full benefit on an Android device. I mean, you technically can still hold credit cards, and if you have one of those MagSafe compatible stickers on the back of your phone, you can still get the wireless charging part to function, but the, again, Apple Find My tracking part is unfortunately kind of a software restriction that you won't find on an Android device at the moment. And the wallet component can hold up to 2 credit cards when you're using it. So now just taking a closer look at the design of the X5 here. Again, the overall build does feel pretty sturdy, constructed out of the alloy as well as some polycarbonate plastic for the back kind of power bank section, but it's still very slim, especially when you pair it against other card design wallets on the market, as you can tell there, that have a similar purpose, but this has kind of this in addition to the power bank function stacked into one, so it's fairly impressive there. That being said, you don't get some extra pockets for holding cash or coins. It's only going to be credit cards that you can store, and there's kind of a clever clip design that can otherwise fold outwards to act as the kickstand that's quite stiff, made out of metal, to hold in a variety of different angles and also make it easier for you to pop out the cards by swiping it up. And otherwise on the bottom here you have just the Type-C port, which is both input for charging the power bank itself as well as output if you want to use wired 20 watt charging. There is no USB Type-A full-size USB port on here, however, so that is one slight con of having a slimmer design. You can tap once to also take a look at how much battery is left in the power bank, 4 LEDs representing about 25% each, and there's also a red LED that will glow when the Qi wireless charging is activated. And now briefly illustrating the credit card functionality. Let's again pop in the 2 cards. As aforementioned, it slides in pretty easily, and then to pop out the cards, you do need to open up the kickstand part and then use a bit of force to then pop them out kind of 1 card at a time, like so. It works, and without this part otherwise expanded, it's actually very hard for the cards to fall loose. It's quite tight. They won't actually accidentally fall out. Even if you give it a bit of a shake, it seems quite secure. I guess one slight downside, though, is compared to some of the other credit card wallets that we have seen in the past that have more of a mechanical design for easily popping out the cards with 1 click, I think might be just a little bit more elegant. And the cards will automatically pop out there at the top in a staggered format. So I think the spring-assisted design is actually a little bit more elegant, not to mention on some of these ones you are able to hold a few more cards, such as 5 or even 8 in some instances. This one is definitely a little bit more slim, so if they could integrate some type of mechanical button for easily releasing the cards in a future gen model, I think it could make it even better. That being said, it certainly does work. As far as the strength of the magnets are concerned, it is actually very good. So on a device that has a magnetic MagSafe adapter or an iPhone, you can also see that shaking it a little bit, it's actually not going to fall loose all that easily. And when you pop it on, the charging automatically gets recognized and begins with the aforementioned red LED being triggered. The wireless charging function is indeed also going to work pretty quickly, again at 15 watts, so it can top up most smartphones in around just an hour and a half to 2 hours. That being said, wireless charging will always be a little bit more inefficient as compared to wired charging, since everything has to be done using the inductive coils, and you do notice a little bit more heat getting built up. Although for the fastest charging, you could always opt for the Type-C cable, and it will, again, mostly top up an average smartphone around 1 to 2 times. We can see that the estimated charging time is also going to be a little lower here, and there's a green LED that gets triggered if it is in the recognized fast charging mode. And it is a smart charger in the sense that when the battery reaches 100%, it will stop charging automatically to prevent the device from overheating or overcharging the battery. And now here's a quick demo of the kickstand being deployed. We can try it at a variety of different angles, and it holds the phone's weight really without any problems at all. And adjusting the angle by tilting it slightly more backwards, you can tell it still holds the weight pretty well, so you can be sitting at a variety of different heights on different tables and surfaces to consume media, have the phone next to your computer, for example, when you're working, and it does the job, working as a pretty decent kickstand. Again, the magnet is very secure, so you can also hold it in a horizontal orientation. If you're watching back videos, it's going to be slightly elevated, looking something like this. The only slight design element they could add in a future gen model would be some type of soft touch coating on the surface of this pad to make it even more resistant to sliding around, but as it certainly is not bad. I do prefer it slightly to some of the fabric-based kickstands because these only have one set position or angle. As you can tell, it just locks into a mode like this, versus on this one you have more unlimited angles in addition to that metal hinge that feels a bit more robust compared to just fabric. And as for the tracking capabilities, after opening up the Apple Find My app and putting your device near to the phone, you'll see a pop-up message that states WalletTrack wireless charger, then tap to connect, as well as even customize an emoji to more easily locate and separate it from other Find My devices in the future. Your device is then linked to your Apple account. And if you lose it, you can trigger this alert, and other iPhone and iOS users, if they are nearby, will also get an alert if they're within a proximity range. So here we have the, again, location being displayed. You can also tell the battery percentage remaining in the wallet power bank, as well as play the sound. So that is the beep speaker that the wallet is capable of, again, having. If you've lost it underneath the sofa, it might be a little easier to find. You can even have some turn-by-turn directions to kind of navigate to this wallet if you have GPS turned on. We can also swipe up to access notifications that can be triggered to the device. If you have walked out of, say, a 50-meter range from the wallet, it will give you an alert, and you can also enable the lost mode from here and see if there's any firmware updates down below. So it's an alternative to carrying a separate tracker like the Ace card that we reviewed a couple months back, as well as something like an Apple AirTag. It's just built directly into the Powerbank/wallet. So that is more or less it as far as our hands-on review of the Vinger X5, and I do think that is a neat idea, again, just combining more features into one, making the overall portfolio actually quite slim for all the features that it touts, and it's not bad. Pretty cool accessory to consider if you just want to travel slim, but take all these features with you when on the road. You can check out more details if interested in the links down below. For now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been the Vinger X5.